Hello everyone and welcome back to Painting with Martin. Today I'm going to show you a quick and easy tip of how to actually clean your Citadel paint bottles. What you need for this video, or for you to use yourself, is one of these. We call it either like a Japanese knife, or like one of these knives that that goes in and out. It's very sharp, and don't cut yourself on it. I've done it. It's not recommended, but when you open these paint bottles or you look at it, it doesn't really close. And if it doesn't close these paint bottles, then air comes into the bottle, and then the paint bottle will eventually dry up. It's not fun. I can show you a couple of paint bottles that has actually happened to me, and I don't want to do that because it's just really sad. But if it doesn't close like this, it's because paint has gotten stuck in the middle. So let's open this bottle and I'll show you. So if I open this one, it shows like, well, it's just a regular paint bottle, but you can see, I'll show you, see if I can show it to you. Here, paint is actually stuck on the edges. So what you need is you take this knife and you try to peel it away, and it will come off quite easily after you being a bit careful. This one is starting to peel off, and what you do is when it comes to this stage, it's just you take your fingers and you just peel the paint off. See, this paint is dried paint. You shouldn't have this paint on the bottle. Now, this is the easy step. So you continue peeling the paint off on the side here. Sometimes it comes off quite easily. Sometimes it takes a while. And you can also use an old toothpick if it's that easier, if you don't want to use it too sharp of a knife, or just a bent paper clip. You can also put your knife or paper clip or something like that into one of these like sides here, and try to bend the paint away. And if it's not been dried too long, it will come off fairly easily. And you may have to try this a couple of times. Don't be too afraid to use a little bit of force here. But of course, if you use a knife, try not to puncture the bottle. Sometimes you have to pull with your hand or your fingers, and it will come off sometimes easier and sometimes not. And then you have to go back with the knife again, and then you can see sometimes you get really large chunks off, and it's quite satisfying when that happens. So you can see this the paint is still fresh in here, so you don't want to dip your knife into the paint. Sometimes it can't be helped, so just make sure you clean your knife afterwards. But the goal is for this paint bottle to close entirely, or if you can't get it to close entirely, at least slightly better than at least it was. So all this paint is caked up here because when you shake the bottle, we'll just turn it around here, when you shake the bottle, all the paint goes in there. And that's one of the main issues with these bottles. Eventually that's going to happen. So you're going to want to clean these bottles on a regular basis. So ideally not after use, but after every use, but at least after I try to clean my bottles every like 2 months, maybe every month if I have the time. It's just tedious work, but instead of just buying new bottles all the time, you can actually make your bottles last a lot longer, unless of course you use up all the paint. And if you use up all the paint, I'm going to show you another video about how to actually clear out the paint in the bottles, and you can reuse the bottles for something else, such as mixer bottles, or just to store new paint in, and that you have from other brands. So you see here it's coming off really nice and smooth, and this paint shouldn't be here. So see if here I can pull it off. Literally, sometimes you have to be a little bit careful here, and that's really nice. So if you look at this one now, let's see if it closes. Yeah, it does. Closes all the way on all sides, and that's how you clean a Citadel paint bottle. from dried paint. Of course, throw away these paints, and now this is good to go for a couple of months more, depending how much you use it. If you like this video, please don't, I would really appreciate if you would click the subscribe button down here. It really helps my channel grow, and I'm not getting paid for this, so it's a really nice way of showing me that you appreciate these videos. If you like it, click the like button, and also click the bell button down here, because that means you don't miss any more of my videos when I put them up. And please leave a comment if you like it as well, if you think that I should have done something different, or if you have good tips of your own that you want to share with the channel. Otherwise, I'll see you next time, and thank you very, very much for watching.